dance for joy or lust or anger.
Welcome to Sensible Second-Hand Reviews, the series where we look at practical and sensible cars that you can buy for a budget of between £1,000 and £5,000. This is a 2014 Hyundai i30 1.4 Active. But is it any good? Should you care? Let's find out, shall we? So the second generation Hyundai i30 built upon the success of the first generation car that was discontinued in 2012. These ran until 2017, where they were replaced by the current generation i30, which remains on sale until this day. The engines available in these were this 1.4 with 98 horsepower, a 1.6 118 horsepower, and then in the Crazy Turbo model, a 1.6 turbo with 183 horsepower. There are also some diesels available, but as usual, due to controversial government legislation and all kinds of other reasons, we don't talk about diesels on this channel. Let's instead talk about performance. Hyundai say this car will do 0 to 60 in, oh, there goes my dealer plate, 0 to 60 in 13 seconds. Unfortunately, I've got a very, very slow Fiat 500 in front of me. That's following a really slow Volkswagen Polo. Let's just put that dealer plate back in. There we go. Hopefully it won't fall off the dashboard anymore. Yeah. I don't think we're going to get another chance at that, viewers, so we'll just have to take their word for it. But it seems urgent enough. All the engines come from the Gamma family of Hyundai and Kia engines, and I've tested plenty of cars with this engine before. One I can think of straight away is the Hyundai iX20, which had a 1.4 of 89 horsepower and 5-speed gearbox. This car has the 6-speed manual. I don't think you get an automatic apart from on a 1.6 engine with 118 horsepower. But it feels really good. It's a very smooth and easy car to drive. We've actually got this variable steering assistance button here. Let's just see if it makes a difference. Sport, yes, sport. Comfort, normal. No, I don't like that. Sport, yes. So leave it in sport and it feels good. It's a bit of a gimmick, I suppose, but yeah, that's nice. Stay there, dealer plate. It's good. Gearbox is slick. This car's only done 49,000 miles, so it feels good. Yeah, nice, comfortable driving position. This is a nice surprise, this car, actually. I thought I'd be driving a Vauxhall Crossland today, and instead of driving this, I'm very happy.
Right, viewers, this car has come into stock at the garage very, very recently indeed. There's not been time to list the car on the website, there's not been time to clean it, but it was either that or a Vauxhall Crossland, and I think actually Sensible Second-Hand Reviews would find this car a lot more appropriate than the Vauxhall Crossland. So this is a 2014 model, it's a pre-facelift one. Facelift occurred the next year in 2015. This is a 1.4 Active model. And yeah, it's actually only done 48,000 miles, which isn't too bad actually, considering this car is over 10 years old now. Specification of the Active's pretty good. We've got air conditioning, alloy wheels, and importantly actually for this car, parking sensors, because the rear visibility is not actually that good in this. It's not brilliant. I think on the Tour model, the Estate would be better. But yeah, this particular car, it's not the best in class, I would say, at all, really. I think it looks okay. It looks a bit more modern than the previous generation. The first generation i30, which is a car I'm quite fond of, I sourced one of those in 2018 for a client. Actually still got it now. Was a very good car. This is a lot more modern looking. And then, of course, the current generation is even more modern than that, which came in 2017. So we'll open up the boot. Just walk over here and not fall over. It's about 375 litres, and actually it's quite clean in here actually. So lift this up, and we've got a space saver spare wheel. Fantastic. Yeah, we've not got anything too exciting going here. We've got some bag hooks, light works. I'm not even sure we've got a USB, sorry, a 12 volt port in here, unless I can mistaken. No, it's not one of those, which is a shame. We've got some metal tie-down points if you want those, so that's good. Ooh, the metal dealer plate is rattling. Yeah, it does need to clean this car, you can see that. Doors are actually pretty wide in the back. The only problem is somebody has decided that they want to put the passenger seat all the way back, which is something of a shame. So I'm just going to adjust that and we'll get in the back. Right, viewers, that's better. We've got some very big door bins in here with fabric on the door cards. That's nice. It's that soft touch door tops. My gosh, they clearly went to some length when they designed this car to make it feel a little bit nicer than the average, didn't they? Great, well, let's just do this. This car's just had an MOT, so let's just remove that seat belt. Don't get a centre armrest, possibly in like a premium or something like that. We might get that, or a turbo. But yeah, it's okay in here. It's not the most interesting design, but for 2014 it would have been modern enough. A lot of you will think, well, you know, that's absolutely fine the way it looks. You've just got normal sort of cloth seats in here. I prefer a leather interior, but that's just the way that I am. Space is pretty good. If you put the seat in a normal position, like my driving position is, if you put it normally, it's absolutely fine. Actually, there's lots of space in here. If you want even more space, you can go for the Tourer estate model as well. Yeah, it's pretty nicely finished, really, for a car like this. Quite impressed with it. It doesn't look too much on camera, but yeah, it feels nice when you actually sit in it. So let's open the door. Normal key, of course, in this one. Got everything you need. Electric mirrors, got all-round electric windows with a PowerShot driver's window. I haven't got automatic lights or wipers, but most of you would say you don't need that. That's fine. No sat-nav or anything, not even a colour screen, but again, do you need that? We've got an MP3 compatible CD player. We've also got USB port here, and an aux in, and two 12-volt sockets with covers that flip up like that, which for 2014 is pretty good. A lot of cars in 2014 didn't even have a USB port. 6-speed manual in this car with a 1.4 engine. So we've got various things on here. We've got cruise control, we've got Bluetooth. Oh, we've got the variable steering mode. I'm going to enjoy that, viewers, very much. Even though it's probably a bit of a useless feature, I will enjoy that, I know. Let's see about the glove box. Can we get the secret mission documents in here? Yes! Oh, viewers, doing well. Go in there as well. Book packs all in there. This actually has a chain cam engine. It's not a cam belt, so I have heard on these engines sometimes they can have problems, but you get plenty of warning for that. And actually, it's not that common to have issues like that. So yeah, you know, buy with confidence, as they used to say. Instruments are pretty standard, really. There's nothing much going on here which is out of the ordinary. A tiny little screen saying welcome. Now, if I adjust the controls on here, do they do anything? Or does it just kind of, like, how can I make that go away, for example? I don't know. Hold on a second, viewers. Yeah, it's literally just a strip computer. That's all you get. Yeah, average fuel economy, 40 miles per gallon is alright for a car like this, though, to be honest. It's alright. Yeah. You just can fiddle around with this thing here. I don't know what I want it on, maybe that one. There's not much to say in here, really. We've got air conditioning, that's good. Got standard sort of MP3 compatible CD player. We've got a sunglasses holder, felt lined. Nice big door bends. Got some cup holders. Got a very large storage compartment there. And a place for, I don't know, holding an old mobile phone at the back of there. I'm not sure what you'd use that for. Maybe it's better to put the phone in there. There's loads of space under here. It's almost like kind of Volvo S40 floating console sort of thing in here, which is good. Door fabric is nice and plush. You've got some fabric on here, which isn't a guarantee on cars like this, really. Set Toledos don't have that, for example. Yeah, soft touch dash, of course. It's pretty nice for, you know, what the car was, be sort of mid-range. This one, this active model. Classic was the bottom, and the S with the facelift. Right, there's not much else to say, is there? Let's have a look at the engine. So this car does need a good clean. It's not been prepared for sale yet. It's not been listed on the website. I just happened to get in there first, but we have the 1.4 Hyundai Kia Gamma engine generating 98 horsepower. It's a bit of a shame because the previous generation i30 with a 1.4 had 109 horsepower. So this is a little bit slower for reasons, I'm not quite sure why. But yeah, chain driven, there's not too many horror stories about these. They can, if normally if the maintenance has not been done properly, that you can have an issue with timing chains, but it's not that common. And yeah, there's lots of space to work in here in comparison with, you know, a current generation i30, I would have thought. Yeah, I suppose there's not much else to say. Let's get back on the road and have another drive.
This car dates from a time when Hyundai and Kia, obviously this is the same car essentially as the second generation Kia Ceed, where they were trying to be taken seriously on the European market to compete with things like the Vauxhall Astra and the Ford Focus and Volkswagen Golf. And I have to say, apart from the styling maybe looking a little bit anonymous perhaps, that this seems a very competitive proposition indeed. I'd say actually these are a better bet than something like an Astra or a Focus, because they're just about a little bit more reliable. Maybe they haven't got as much character as either of those. The Astra J at the time, and then the K, and then the Mark III Focus, which were available at the time that this was being produced, are actually pretty good cars. But I think I prefer this, to be honest. I just don't know if you get these with a premium model with beige leather interior. I mean, if you could, I mean, that would be nice. But I don't think necessarily that most buyers would specify such an option. Let's look at some trim levels for the second generation Hyundai i30. So we have the Active, like this one, the Classic, the Edition, the Go SE, the Premium, the S, the SE, the SE Nav, the Sport, although you didn't get the turbo engine in the Sport, the Style, and then the standalone turbo model, which is the most interesting one probably. So viewers, should you consider a second generation Hyundai i30 for your hard-earned budget of between £1,000 and £5,000? Well, absolutely you should, but then you should also consider the very similar second generation Kia Ceed. I don't know which one of these I prefer. I have driven a second generation Ceed, but it wasn't on the channel. I was looking at one with a client actually, and that does seem like quite a nice car. I have to drive one of these to actually tell you which one's better. I suspect it would all come down to personal preference anyway, but yeah, I think these are very, very good options indeed for the money. Thank you ever so much indeed once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like this video, leave a comment below, and we shall see you again very soon for some more reasonably priced motoring.